I got this. What you don't know.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Bad Boys comes out again for a fourth time? I didn't think there would be another one. So, with all that being said, how'd you like that segue? With that said, let's talk movie. And this week, Bad Boys, Ride or Die. I thought this was the fifth installment of the Bad Boys because, you know, I just thought Bad Boys for Life was the fourth one, but there was no third one. So this is the fourth one. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, to keep this synopsis as short as possible, Mike and Marcus are back. The Bad Boys are here, back in Miami. They're trying to clear the name of their deceased former captain. In the pursuit of trying to clear his name, they are wanted fugitives. And that's the story. That's the journey. I want to talk about the action. And with the action, I want to talk about the shots too. The shots were so dynamic, so fast-paced that really adds and complements to this story. Adding shots in first person and switching it mid-shot was really cool. I noticed there were also some callback shots kind of giving that nostalgia of the previous films and even showing flashback scenes that really helped push the story forward. Is it just me or did the 305 get a freaking upgrade? Because some of the technology that they were using just gave me Mission Impossible vibes. Although I do like it because it kind of gives an awareness to these types of movies, as simple as they started out, are starting to expand and adapt to the new world with new technologies, new ways of building the action in your story. Martin Lawrence was hilarious in this movie. It's so good to see Mike and Marcus back. I honestly didn't think they would make another one, but here we are. It was definitely something a little different for him, so you're gonna see it. You're gonna see all ass. Though there were some parts of his comedy that went on a little too long to the point where it got kind of awkward. But the best thing about that is that you have Will Smith to kind of wrangle him back in. He's like, all right, you're doing too much. Cut the crap. I will admit it does feel like a fever dream seeing Will Smith in any sort of production. Although he does have to lay off the beard dye. I did enjoy the return of the supporting cast, such as Vanessa Hudgens and Alexander Ludwig. They were in the third one, and now they're back, which I'm glad that they returned because then it'd be all messy, like, oh, how did they leave? They kept it simple. The dynamic between Mike and Armando is so weird as a father-son relationship, but somehow works. Sup, son? How you doing? Well, I'm in jail, so. All right. So I need your help. I thought Eric Dane did a wonderful job at being a villain here. He wasn't very, like, comic booky, and he wasn't very 80s, like, oh, I'm gonna take your girl and then you're not gonna stop me. Hey. Nah, he was very like, I know what I want. I know what it takes to get it. And you're not gonna stop me because I said so. You know, what are the Bad Boys really gonna do? There were some interesting appearances here. Like one that I just could not stand. When I immediately saw him, I was like,
Another one.
what the? But it definitely added to the comedic factor of this film and the fact of just like ridiculousness. Mr. Fantastic is even in this movie, but he's not so fantastic. With the action and journey throughout the story, believe it or not, this type of movie comes full circle from beginning to end. And when I was going through it, I was like, you know, I wasn't thinking they were going to do that. You know what? You're all right. The choreography of the gunfighting scenes were just phenomenal here. Having a Bad Boys movie in the summer for summer blockbuster season, I feel like almost feels like a necessity. Like it feels so good to have the Bad Boys back. That is why I'm giving Bad Boys Ride or Die a 4 out of 5. This was fun, fast-paced, exciting, nostalgic even if you've watched the past three, but you don't necessarily need to know about the past three in order to kind of get into this. Like they'll explain some little things from the past and then you're good. Go see Bad Boys Ride or Die. And while you're at it, come back here, go back on YouTube and watch last week's video, and then The Sanctuary on Wheels. Am I right, kiddos? In case this movie loving lover boy doesn't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace!